Some of the most powerful figures in modern America don't sit in government offices or corporate boardrooms. They stand behind pulpits, and when they don't move alone. Armed security teams, armored vehicles, advanced route planning, and protocols normally reserved for heads of state. These aren't celebrities or politicians. They are pastors whose influence reaches millions, whose words move money, votes, and entire communities. Tonight, we're pulling back the curtain on why certain pastors require military-level protection, what threats actually surround them, and whether this security is a reaction to danger or a consequence of power itself. Stay with us until the end, because the reasons go far deeper than faith. And if you want real breakdowns of influence, wealth, and power operating outside the spotlight, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Zenith. Apostle Johnson Suleman. Apostle Johnson Suleman is the General Overseer of Omega Fire Ministries International, one of Nigeria's fastest-growing and most influential Pentecostal churches. Founded in 2004, OFM now operates across Africa, Europe, North America, and Asia. Suleman is known for fiery sermons, aggressive spiritual warfare rhetoric, and outspoken positions that regularly place him at the center of controversy. He is also a protege of prominent Nigerian church leaders, which helped accelerate his rise within the religious hierarchy. Wherever Suleman goes, heavy security follows. Armed escorts, armored vehicles, advance teams. Critics have questioned why a pastor would require this level of protection. Suleman's response has always been blunt. Influence attracts enemies, and spiritual leadership does not exempt anyone from physical danger. He has even stated publicly that Jesus Christ himself moved with protection in hostile environments, framing security as a practical necessity, not a contradiction of faith. That argument became impossible to dismiss in October 2022. While traveling for a ministry assignment, Suleman's convoy was ambushed in a premeditated attack. Gunmen opened fire on his vehicle. 7 members of his security team were killed. Suleman survived only because he was riding in a bullet-resistant vehicle that stopped the bullets. One arrested suspect later claimed the mission was explicitly to assassinate the pastor. The incident changed the conversation. This was no longer about optics or luxury. It was about survival. Suleman's influence extends beyond sermons into philanthropy, social commentary, and political relevance. In regions where religious leaders command massive followings, power concentrates quickly, and so do threats. His security is not symbolic. It is a response to very real attempts on his life. Pastor Chris Oyakhilome. Reverend Dr. Chris Oyakhilome, widely known as Pastor Chris, is the founder and president of Christ Embassy, also called Love World Incorporated. Established in 1987, the ministry has grown into a global religious organization with thousands of branches across Nigeria, South Africa, the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Ghana, and beyond. Through television networks, digital platforms, healing programs, and massive conventions, Pastor Chris reaches tens of millions worldwide. His influence, however, comes with constant controversy. Pastor Chris is known for addressing sensitive topics, politics, public health, global institutions, often in ways that trigger backlash. His statements are frequently dissected, clipped, and circulated without context, intensifying criticism and hostility from opponents. As a result, his security operation is among the most advanced of any religious leader in Africa. When Pastor Chris travels, he is accompanied by a structured convoy that includes trained security personnel, medical professionals, and senior ministry staff. Routes are planned in advance. Public appearances are tightly controlled. His protection resembles that of a high-ranking government official. This level of security isn't about fear. It's about scale. Christ Embassy functions as a multinational organization. Its leader controls enormous gatherings, massive financial flows, and media influence that crosses borders. In environments where religious authority intersects with politics, ideology, and money, visibility becomes risk. Pastor Chris's security reflects the reality that modern spiritual power operates in the same threat landscape as political power. In both cases, the pattern is clear. These pastors are not guarded because they preach. They are guarded because they matter. Bishop David Oyedepo. Bishop David Oyedepo presides over one of the most heavily secured religious environments on the African continent. Long before worshippers arrive, Faith Tabernacle at Canaanland operates under layered surveillance protocols, perimeter sweeps, and live intelligence monitoring. This is not just a church complex. Canaanland spans more than 10,500 acres and functions as a self-contained city, housing Covenant University, financial institutions, residential districts, and infrastructure capable of supporting crowds exceeding 300,000 during major gatherings. The sheer scale alone makes it a high-risk environment. Access is tightly controlled through multiple security rings. Vehicles are inspected using undercarriage scanners and explosives detection tools, while bags pass through screening systems comparable to airport security. Facial recognition cameras are embedded throughout entry points. Inside the complex, tactical teams operate in plain sight and undercover, trained in riot control, evacuation logistics, and close protection. Oyedepo's movements are deliberately unpredictable. Armored convoys using ballistic upgraded Range Rovers and land cruisers travel on rotated routes with encrypted communications and no public schedules. During flagship events like Shiloh, national security agencies assist with airspace monitoring and signal intelligence. Annual security expenditure runs into the millions, treated not as excess, but as operational necessity for a ministry of this scale and visibility. Prophet David Owuor. Prophet David Oyedepo's ministry is structured around proactive threat prevention rather than reactive defense. His campus appears minimalist and calm, but beneath that surface operates a sophisticated security architecture designed to detect risk before it materializes. Surveillance systems track crowd movement and behavioral patterns in real time, while access protocols quietly filter attendees long before services begin. Individuals flagged through background indicators or digital behavior analysis are denied entry without confrontation. Security personnel maintain constant line-of-sight coverage, trained in crowd dynamics and extraction procedures. Weekly evacuation drills are integrated seamlessly into service flow, ensuring preparedness without disruption. Armored vehicles and medical response units remain positioned just outside public view. Prophet David Oyedepo's personal movements are tightly timed, arriving shortly before appearances via unpredictable routes. Drones scan perimeters continuously, while a private intelligence firm monitors online chatter, updating threat assessments live during sermons. Supporters see this as wisdom, critics see excess. Either way, the ministry operates inside one of the most controlled security environments in modern faith leadership. Pastor Alph Lukau. Pastor Alph Lukau's ministry presents a different challenge entirely. His gatherings often take place in open fields rather than enclosed venues, drawing crowds that can exceed 50,000 people. In such environments, crowd behavior becomes the primary threat. Lukau's team addresses this through layered surveillance rather than visible force. Drones equipped with thermal and visual sensors stream footage to mobile command centers where AI systems analyze density shifts, heat buildup, and erratic movement in real time. On the ground, plainclothes security blends seamlessly with worshippers, all connected through encrypted channels. A secondary ring of trained personnel remains out of sight, but prepared for rapid intervention. Emergency vehicles, armored transports, and evacuation routes are pre-cleared and rotated regularly. Every visible element has an invisible counterpart. The goal is not intimidation, but control without distraction. Managing crowds of this magnitude requires predictive engineering, not reaction, and Lukau's ministry is built around that principle. Prophet Uebert Angel. Prophet Uebert Angel operates within a security framework closer to diplomatic travel than traditional ministry movement. As both a religious leader and a presidential envoy, his exposure spans politically sensitive environments across multiple countries. His schedules are classified until execution, and decoy convoys are standard procedure. Ground transport includes armored Range Rover Sentinels and Mercedes G-Wagons, each outfitted with advanced ballistic protection and escape systems. Private flights are coordinated through diplomatic channels, with aircraft identifiers, crews, and routes rotated frequently. Onboard communications run through encrypted satellite systems, while cyber intelligence teams monitor digital threats, geolocation leaks, and online chatter in real time. Public appearances rely on counter-surveillance rather than visible security. Areas are cleared in advance, signals monitored, and risks neutralized quietly. Angel's protection strategy prioritizes silence, misdirection, and advance clearance over spectacle. Pastor Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin. Pastor Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyin's security model is built on unpredictability. Appearances are often unscheduled, arrivals vary, and fixed routines are deliberately avoided. His healing services attract massive crowds, requiring a flexible response architecture capable of adapting in real time. Prior to events, teams scan for radio frequency anomalies, surveillance devices, and signal interference. When necessary, jammers are deployed to block tracking or remote activation threats. Live monitoring combines drones, fixed cameras, and facial recognition software feeding into command centers that track movement patterns across the venue. Close protection operatives rotate positions continuously, blending into crowds while maintaining rapid extraction capability. Transportation includes armored land cruisers, customized with emergency exits and rapid deployment systems. For Fufeyin, visibility is carefully managed, and misdirection is as important as protection. Prophet Shepherd Bushiri. Prophet Shepherd Bushiri's security operation is defined by predictive intelligence. His team uses an encrypted digital dashboard to monitor crowd movement, device activity, facial recognition data, and vehicle patterns in real time. Drone feeds and CCTV streams integrate into a single threat assessment system capable of flagging anomalies before they escalate. Bushiri's travel details remain concealed until execution, coordinated through diplomatic and private security channels. Armored Mercedes Maybach guards and BMW X5 protection vehicles rotate constantly. All communications are routed through private satellite networks isolated from public infrastructure. What distinguishes Bushiri's protection is anticipation rather than reaction. Threats are modeled, simulated, and neutralized before they surface. Supporters see foresight, critics see excess. But the system operates with precision across every city, every appearance, every moment. They preach to tens of thousands, but they move like strategic assets. Behind the sermons and stadium crowds exists a parallel world of armored convoys, encrypted communications, former special forces teams, and security budgets measured in millions. These pastors are no longer just religious figures. They are institutions operating in environments where visibility creates risk and protection is non-negotiable. Which security operation surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you want more unfiltered breakdowns of power, faith, money, and influence at the highest levels, subscribe to the channel. Next, we go underground, inside the private bunkers built for billionaires and the pastors who quietly use them.